You already know what it is. First thing, Smoker Show. Yours truly, Captain Who Cares, man. Over here on Public Circus Radio. You already know how we get it over here. We about to get it, put it, and keep it together. So let's see what the internet got for us today. Man, you already know what the fuck. Yours truly, Captain Who Cares, man. You finna get it, put it, and keep it together, man. Shout out to everybody coming through, tapping in. You feel me? We're gonna jump right into it. Shit. I think I found this one. I was just browsing or something. Hold on. I was browsing or something. Oh, hair going crazy right now. What the fuck? All right. There we go. I was browsing or something like that. And, I never seen this before. Jubilee. Let's jump right into it. You feel me? Let's see what the fuck they talking about.
In an age of call-outs, culture wars, and perfect facades, people can be afraid to express how they really feel. So we brought together 7 strangers, protected their identities, and asked them all 7 burning audience questions.
Wait, hold on. My niggas came out like anonymous. I thought this was finna be about hacking for real. Oh, this ain't about hackers? Alright, I thought this was about hackers.
Will be revealed when we take the mask off.
Is Future gonna be on this?
If the answer is yes, you will flip on your light. Do you watch porn?
Hell yeah. They asking what? Asking Team Boy an anonymous question.
It's accessible, and because it's accessible and it's there, people use it. I'm one of them.
I think most guys can agree that they have at least at some point watched it, and I mean, it's if you can enjoy it in a healthy way, if you can enjoy masturbating in a healthy way, I think then like.
Hey, that's low key a scandalous ass one to start off with, because for myself, I grew up in a weird ass time where at the beginning of my teenage years it wasn't available, but by the end of my teenage years, nigga, it was rarely available. So I can't even imagine what it was like. What it was like. What it's like for these niggas that just got it. You feel me? These little niggas. That's why these little niggas about nasty as hell. You grew up with real porn at your fingertips.
Yeah, I do watch porn. God. A lot of my teenage years, I spent a lot of time self-obsessing over it to the point where it kind of became an addiction. And it took until very recently to get out of the hole of, paying.
Oh, that nigga was in a porn hole. It's just hard to get out that porn hole, bro. That's fucked up. That's a cold place. I can't even imagine what your mind probably don't even like shit unless it's, I don't know.
Porn. I do watch it, but I don't like that I watch it.
I'm going to bring everyone else into the conversation.
You can't be ashamed. First off, nigga, everybody do it. Can't be ashamed.
I said no. I used to watch it a lot before. I would say I was addicted to it. My dad is in prison, so there was no one really for me to talk to about sex.
I don't think that's an excuse, big dog.
Porn was my education on sex.
From personal experience, it messed me up because after watching it so much, I'm sure we've all been there where you're on page 5 and like nothing is right. Like you're looking for that right video, but your dopamine like receptors and everything is so messed up at this point that
it's like a drug. Damn, it's like one of them drugs where you got to do more. It's like shrooms. If you eat an eighth, you eating a quarter tomorrow. Believe that. If you want to take it there, so that's kind of it's kind of crazy. So it's a dopamine blocker. So it's just like getting high, right? Got to smoke more and more and more. He chasing the porn dragon. God damn.
the same thing that would get you off wouldn't get you off anymore, right? I went so deep into it where I'm a straight man. I started watching trans porn because it was just erotic in a different way that I've never seen before. I needed more stimulation.
Because of pornography.
Yeah, because of pornography.
Hold on, my bad. The porn turned my nigga gay for real. Oh, bro, what? These niggas start watching the Lady Boys from the future, bro. What happened? Oh, damn, yeah, that's an addiction right now. That's an addiction. That shit turned me gay. Like, what happened? God damn, I know you got a mask on, big dog, but shit.
I don't think it's just
Some shit you gotta kick to yourself. Like, you could tell people that you got a porn addiction and you need to get over it, but don't tell them that, my nigga.
entertainment. It actually affects with your brain and the way you perceive love.
You think that a lot of teenagers or teen boys are really educated on the effects of pornography?
No.
Hell no, nigga. I'm a
Have you
grown
ever
ass.
cried?
Fuck a teenager. I'm a grown ass man, and I didn't know you can get addicted to this shit. Damn, that must be a crazy browser history. You feel
In
me?
front of someone else.
Hell yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree with the statement. I feel like it's easier to open up towards women, which is kind of embarrassing, but like, quite frankly, I feel like they understand emotions more because they really understand the whole crying. I mean, I feel like crying is sort of normal to them, and they see of it as like a way to express themselves.
It's interesting that you said that you're more comfortable to cry in front of women. I had a girlfriend and she broke up with me over text. And before that, we were like talking and I cried in front of her and I was being honest, and I thought that's what you're supposed to do. That's what my dad taught me, right? But I guess she interpreted it as being insecure, and she broke up with me, and that really messed me up for a little while because it's like, well, now I know I can't show any kind of insecurity. So I don't like crying in front of women. Like I'd rather.
Damn, that's the same bro that got addicted to porn. He fucked up for real. She broke up with you over text. Did you cry? Man, you gotta let that shit go, bro. Don't you be holding that shit up. That nigga gonna fuck around and really kill somebody. Bro, don't you hold them damn cries in. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. Don't you hold them shits in, bro. Like, you gotta be real to you. You can't be worried about what she thinks. See, that's already the problem. He worried about she thought I was insecure.
Cry in front of some family that I trust, right?
That's interesting because I'd rather find a stranger on the street and tell them everything I'm going through because I will never see them again in my life. And I feel like they won't be able to judge me because
No
I'll
strings
never
attached.
see them.
I'd rather have a stranger think I'm strong and my family know all my problems, so it's interesting.
Feminism has gone.
Damn, that was twisted right there. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Never thought about that. I'm not finna hold no cries in. I don't give a fuck who around. And we can catch fades or whatever, whoever got jokes after. I had a homie, when he started crying, it's over. You better that nigga start crying. You know somebody finna get that ass whooped like crazy. Redacted came outside crying today. You better leave that nigga alone.
Too far.
Has feminism gone too far?
In the feminism movement, there's so much of tearing down men or trying to put men back in their spot. But if the women want us men to step up, then I feel like it'd be a lot more productive instead of tearing down men and telling us all what we're doing wrong, than to, on the other hand, to build us up. I guess for the sake of keeping us accountable for our actions, and as
Yeah,
men,
put a
we
pat
also
on the
need to
back.
step up. Giving females more opportunities to certain things, I just think that's quite unfair. And it's like, you gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the certain things to earn these things. And it's not like women are granted less access to these jobs. I mean, I know there's plenty of women who are in business, who are doing good things for America. I just find it counterintuitive that this whole feminist movement is
They're fucking with
advocating
me
for
today.
equal
What the
rights
fuck?
in certain things when they already have access to them.
I don't even know what
I'm
he's
a
talking
feminist.
about.
I guess I believe in the equality of men and women. I think that when we talk about feminism, a lot of it boils down to employment. I think that the bringing down of men, you guys keep on saying
What?
bringing down men and shaming them. I think that is way overstated. I have never been shamed for my maleness.
I think, you know, if you look at any movement, there's definitely going to be like a radical portion of that movement. But at the same time, like I want to open up the question to you guys. Do any of you guys have personal experience where you feel you've been brought down, you know, like to bring a woman up?
Wait, what? See, I don't know. I'll be too confused with these when they be trying to go into these intricate conversations about feminism and all this other stuff. Like, whatever. Well, I don't know. I ain't got no. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
A little bit like
Just keep it
in
pushing.
high school, and it's not
I'd be
like
too
the
high.
worst
I'd be
thing
too
in the
high. What
world.
happened?
We have like an
Shit ain't fair. Shit, life ain't fair.
ASB, my sophomore year, there was like happy thoughts, right? Like every Friday you just write something and you put it in the bin. It'll just be the girls and then some, more of the feminine guys complimenting each other, which is not a problem, but as they're complimenting each other, oh, look at you, you're killing it, and then they'll even like insult me. It went from being happy thought to build up Women Day. You know what I mean?
I feel like there's
See? See? I don't even know what he's talking about for Happy Thought Thursday.
a wall, and we should break down that wall and focus on the human race. Not
Like
women, not men, not
Oh,
Mexicans, not this. We should all bring each other up.
I've been anxious
That was a cold-blooded one. I was like, hurry up and get this one over with.
about my penis size.
Wait, what happened?
I've been anxious about my penis size.
I don't even know what that means for real. What you mean anxious? Like,
I started watching pornography, I think around the age
oh,
of
the porn got him
11
fucked
or
up.
12, and that's,
He
that's
asking these
very
niggas,
impressionable.
hey, he
vulnerable.
asking these little teenagers some scandalous ass questions, bro. You need see, but I feel like they just picked a lot of people that care too much. A motherfucker that don't care be like, my bitch like it.
Place to be
Like,
in.
my bitch like
So
it.
of course, there's always these feelings about looking at your body.
Yeah, and I think that competition is probably what affects me the most part. It's the thing you're like, I know good and well there's dudes bigger than me, and she says it doesn't matter, but it still plays on my mental when I go to sleep at night.
Damn, they in this nigga head when he go to sleep at night. Whoa, these little niggas about emotional as hell. That shit play on my mind when I sleep at night. You ain't got no real problems yet. Oh, I see. They ain't got no real problems yet. When you ain't got no real problems, you can worry about your penis size when you ain't got no rent to pay. Niggas start paying rent, you don't give a fuck how big.
Currently, I'm not really afraid of the size that I have because I am kind of becoming more confident in my body and the way that I am. And I don't really feel like it's going to matter nearly as much when you're with someone for 10 years as you are for a one night stand. So I am not personally that uncomfortable with my size.
Hey, look, player. One night stand, 10-year relationship, they both letting you fuck. So don't even worry about how your penis is. You there.
Everything that you just said is true, and you just need to become confident in your own self by knowing what people really look for. But it's hard to get on Netflix and watch Euphoria and think these are grown ass men playing high school people, and you think well, that's not what I look like, and then you think about
I ain't seen that. That's what's happening on Netflix nowadays. What that nigga say? Euphoria. Mental note. Don't watch Euphoria. Okay, gotcha.
every person that I have been with or will be with has probably seen this. I think that's really where that anxiety comes from. It's just the fact that other people probably have expectations.
I have questioned
Once again, these little niggas worried about somebody else and not they self.
my sexuality.
Uh-oh. Here go. I know for sure, bro, that watch too much porn better say yeah. I don't give a fuck what he got to say. Nah, you ain't even got to say nothing, bro. Just press yes. Just press yes, big dog.
I guess growing up, I was never one of the jocks of school. I always was into music. I was always into theater, and so.
That nigga think the music and theater is gay. That's scandalous, bro. You see what kind of stereotypes they be hitting these niggas with? If you don't play sport, nigga, you're gay. Damn.
So growing
That's
up,
crazy.
I was always bullied because of that, because I was being too gay or whatever, and I always hung out with the
That's
girls.
fucked up.
And so
That's really fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. I never was on no shit like that. Even though I play sports and shit, I knew that if you like music or you like to act, that shit ain't.
I definitely did kind of buy into what everyone else is saying, the peer pressure of saying, oh, you're gay, this is how you're going to end up turning out because this is how you are now. With where I am now in my life, I've just kind of gotten to a place where I've grown to be confident. I know what my identity is.
People
There you
thinking
go.
that.
You feel me? That's how you get it back. You feel me? You gotta get confident in yourself. Learn about your identity. You don't matter. Feel me? Do it matter? Nah, I don't think so.
Definitely
Who am
it
I? I
gets
don't
you
know.
thinking, it gets you thinking well, am I or should I be? You know, it's like, should I be attracted to dudes because I like things that are quote unquote gay? You know, but then I guess it just reveals the issue that like we've made certain things gay and made certain things straight.
Yeah.
Thank you. At least they having some sense on this
from
one.
any kind of like extra like curricular activity. My stuff stemmed from porn, as I mentioned before. And when I started watching trans porn, and it's weird to say, but like
Thank you, bro. I was waiting for somebody to reference that. You know, I was deep in that porn shit. You know, that's crazy. That must be a crazy feeling to be like, bruh, I like some crazy porn, bro. I don't know. That's
I got really nervous. I got really nervous because I thought maybe I'd be gay. And so, I did my research on it, and I was kind of obsessed with trying to figure out like what this could mean. And all the stuff I would look up was saying like, if you watch trans porn, you're still straight because they're women and stuff like that. But I'm thinking like, what would my family?
He had to go find somebody to justify it. He was like, that's a crazy justification, but not really though, right? I don't know. That's, feel me? I feel bad. I low key feel bad for bro, because that's some crazy mentally you have to deal with, bro. I feel, that's crazy.
I've never sought out, and like every time I talk to a trans woman in real life, there's no like actual attraction there. So I'm still lost in the fact of what I actually am attracted to. But I guess I am still straight because they are women.
I hate to make a joke right now, but that sounds like it's too much. I guess don't be guessing, bro. Don't be guessing. Somebody gonna test that guess.
Quite frankly, right now I feel happy with my sexuality, and I feel that it's not wrong to question your sexuality in terms of, well, in America, like you're free to question whatever you want. You can question your religion, you can question your culture. It's just society is the things that constrains those certain things to be what's normal and what's wrong.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That's probably why. You know what? We're not gonna take it there. You know what? Fuck, we already there. Maybe that's why the younger generation be madder at older generation because we sit in a box frame of what things is, and they kind of like, well, if I'm questioning it, then you feel me. Back in the day, I ain't never heard nobody say, "Am I questioning or not?" Like for sure, ain't no gray areas.
I feel like there's such a strong stigma to be
That was
straight,
back in the day,
or strong like a pushing you into it. That even right now, I feel the desire to like explain myself, even though we're anonymous right now. I feel like I've only been with like actual like cis women, but like I know that's like no one is judging me. We're all here to be honest. But it's such a stigma that from the last 18 years of my life, that in this moment right now I feel embarrassed and ashamed for something that's just.
Damn, yeah, don't do that. You ain't gotta be embarrassed and ashamed, and you ain't gotta explain to nobody. But what you ain't gotta do is tell everybody either, right? There's a whole bunch of things you ain't gotta do. So feel me. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. I don't want nobody to think that me laughing was making fun of nobody. Maybe that's just a mechanism I got when I don't know what to do. We gonna start laughing, my bad. You feel me? That's an emergency mechanism with myself. So let's do this.
The way it is,
I'm scared of dying.
That's a scandalous question for a teenager. I feel like you ain't lived enough to, like, of course you scared of dying. You ain't really lived enough to want to die yet. Because believe me, when you get old, you're gonna be like, please get me up out this motherfucker now. It's different when you get older, though, for sure. I can see how teenagers for sure fearing death, but like when you get older, it's something that you got to meet head on. You can't be running from it, right? It's the final adventure.
I think of it as like I'm extremely scared of death. I mean, I watched my father die like right before me. It's a scary thing. They just stop breathing, and just the idea of like nothing is just extremely terrifying to me. It's like you don't really know what's going on. Like, are you even thinking? Are you even there? You're just a blip out of just space.
It is terrifying. We don't know. And as a Christian, I want to pretend that like I know that there's heaven and hell, but at the end of the day, I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, I think I always had the fear as a kid growing up that I'm gonna die and like not fulfill like what I wanted to do here on Earth, right? But every time I thought about dying, it was as an old person. But 2 years ago, when I started working as a lifeguard, this lady and her friend came to the pool, and you know, I have the music going and everything. She just starts having a seizure, and luckily, you know, I did everything right, and EMS showed up, and she was safe. But then 2 weeks later, she unfortunately had another seizure while driving, and she died. And that's when I realized life is like, it can happen to anyone at any point, and if I just die and don't do anything with my life, then that's what I'm scared of.
Shit. Yeah. I mean, I could definitely understand that. And I can definitely understand what Brett was saying as being a Christian. I'm not no Christian, though, but I can see how Christians can, like, it's almost like they brainwash themselves into believing something so much that they, feel me, they get over it. But that's what a lot of people do. That's why a lot of people go on these spiritual journeys and stuff like that, because they really want to know what's going on when they pass away or when they die. And it's only one way to find out, right? I feel like as you get older, there's going to be things that you don't like about the world so much that you might not even want to be around these people here. All right, let's go.
I said that.
I thought this was going to be, hey, first off, I thought this was going to be about hackers, right? Let's go, let's make some hackers. Then I'm like, all right, they asked the teenage boys questions. It started off pretty funny. This shit nigga got sad. They're in there start asking niggas about dying and shit. That was crazy. But I understand, they sound like good general reasons why people are afraid of dying, though. But you got to go one day, so you can't be scared.
I don't fear death because unlike you guys, I don't really have an experience, so much hands-on experience with death.
Am I afraid of the fact that I will die someday? No. But I think, you know, obviously the fact that it might come way sooner than you expect is a scary thought. But like, it's the one thing that makes life like special. You know what I mean? It's the one thing I feel like that actually gives meaning to it. Because if you would never die, then you would never do anything. You know, because you would always have more time to do it.
Bruh, beastie. Oh, hold on.
just feel like
I done pressed some other shit. Hold on. Little bruh, beast. He gonna be the nigga that, feel me, he damn near already rich in the mind. Bruh already rich right there, feel me? He was like, that's what you're supposed to, that's what's supposed to make you get up off your ass and do something. Like, all right, feel me? We ain't got all day. And last brother, I don't forgot his name, but the other brother before him, that's almost the worst way to go into it without ever having death touch you, because when it do, feel me, it's hard to figure out how you're going to react to death if you never reacted to it, like with witnessing it or something like that, right? That shit can get cold-blooded. All right, final question. Let's go.
You can actually be your genuine self when you're like talking to a girl or hanging out with a girl.
There's definitely a difference between like talking or opening up to like my friends that are girls versus like a girl that I'm interested in.
Like obviously if you're trying to impress a girl, you're gonna be dressed nicely, you're gonna wear some cologne, you're not gonna like fart around her, right? It's like it's a filter thing. But like when it comes to your mom, like your mom's a girl, and I wholeheartedly trust my mom. So I'm gonna be myself around the people I trust more.
I guess that's what it is. There's a lot of times I walk away with talking to a girl I'm really interested in. I'm like, man, I didn't just go up and be me. And then my best friend, right? He used to be my best friend. He's kind of a womanizer, but I see him get so much like success. And every time I've gotten success, he's doing things that he's done, which is just putting on a facade, telling them what they want to hear.
I think it's good to be yourself because, I mean, you can only put a mask on for so long.
Bam. Who was last, bro?
I mean, you can only put a mask on for so long.
There you go, Carl, because you don't even know if that person even really like you for real. You might as well go ahead and get the farting right now. Go ahead and get the farting right now, bro. It don't even matter for real. It don't even matter, bro. Just go, say what you got to say, bro. If you got to put on the whole facade or something like that, maybe you good at acting. But my advice, go ahead and fart in front of the bitch.
It's refreshing to talk to people and realize that I'm not the only one who feels a certain way about things. It's nice, and it's a step in the right direction for me in becoming more comfortable with being open and honest with everybody.
I think just the whole open conversation, like this won't bite me in the end later, or like someone's not gonna listen to this and think, oh, that guy's bad. I have more safety of expressing my honest opinions. And whether those be good opinions or bad opinions, it's a better way to express one's true self without trying to be influenced by what high school is and all the people influencing you in high school, because frankly, high school is just popular culture, what people think is popular.
Thank you so much.
Oh shit. Why I keep? What the fuck I keep doing? All right. You got something to learn. All of a sudden, you're gonna be grown and you're gonna be like, this shit is just like high school. And you're gonna be like, and then when you get a little bit older, you're gonna realize, oh shit, high school is when they put us into these categories that we get in. Because when you get older, you realize that you don't even need to hide yourself to answer none of them questions. Them is regular ass questions that people ask and talk about all the time. So when you're a teenager, you don't know that yet. You feel me? You just getting to know everything. You don't know that people talk about that shit all the time. All that shit, regular ass questions that people answer. You don't even need to hide yourself. You need to be truthful to yourself. Most people thought all them ideas that y'all had, either people have the same ones or had all of them at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? So, shout out to all my niggas, though. Shout out to everybody that came through, tapped in, participated. You feel me? Much appreciated. You already know how we get down around here. Until next time, shit, make sure you tap in with the captain.